am worried for my generation, speaking as somebody in his 20s, of the kind of filmmaking that we see on YouTube, or the kind of filmmaking, the Al Gore film, for example, which would be kind of the other extreme of a film that doesn't have much going on for it aesthetically. So I don't know if you guys would care to comment on it. I just see it as a sort of crisis in our filmmaking culture.
Well, I think that for our part, watching baby harp seals get clubbed to death isn't supposed to be aesthetically pleasing. It's supposed to rub you the wrong way. And in terms of the YouTube, the sort of viral videos that you see, the so-called viral videos, for the purposes of social activism, they're actually incredibly powerful.
In our organization, more and more, we're trying to just be on the web with those short kind of videos because they're just completely necessary to get your message out. Are they the most effective thing? I think it's still to be seen.
Yeah, you have to meet people where they're at. And I think that, you know, if a huge segment of the population that you need to get to, for my perspective as an environmentalist, you have to get to the teenagers. You have to get to the youth. YouTube is the way to do that.
Zakładam, że jesteśmy inteligentni. Zakładam, że jesteśmy ciekawi świata. Tak, to jest ważne.
I'm assuming that we are all smart and intelligent here. We are curious about the world.
Czyli powiedzmy problemy, które pokazywane są w naszych filmach, my znamy.
So that the problems that were shown in these films are already known to us.
And the filmmaker is following her instead of what? Instead of feeding her or saving, etc. So that's the constant challenge that journalists and documentary filmmakers and filmmakers, not only in documentary vein, and activists are facing. How we're interacting with this reality. Shall I be a witness or a savior? Shall I film this goddamn act of violence or just interfere immediately?
I think that if film doesn't have the power to change people's perceptions, Greenpeace is in a lot of trouble. We're talking about an organization that does most of its work by just bearing witness to problems with, you know, the environment. And are people going to have to start asking questions about documentaries, about are they staged, and to what level does this really represent objective reality? I think, speaking from the environmentalist standpoint, we would love that. Because, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we're right. I mean, global warming is happening, human beings are causing it. Deforestation is happening, human beings are causing it. The planet is in trouble and human beings are causing it. So we would love for people to look at everything that they're presented with as critical an eye as possible, because we've got nothing to hide. ExxonMobil would hate that. You know, they hope that people will just believe whatever they feed them in 30-second bits about how there's no problems, there's no such thing as global warming.
Yeah, well, let's not forget that cinema is art. Documentary cinema is also art. And where is art, there is artifice. And but going back to what Sławomir so eloquently said, it's very important to pose a problem and engage you in thinking about it. And if your reaction is that, wait a second, I didn't realize there was this problem. In a way, then I don't think manipulated or not was so very relevant, because you can go on the internet, you have all these powerful tools of investigating without even leaving your home.